Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hey, today I'm gonna just touch on AI. It's a lot to say about AI, artificial intelligence, and how it is already reshaping the world, especially here in the States. You have the big tech companies that have been using AI for forever and a day. Actually, they've already been using it. But now a lot of people are putting AI into everything, and it's getting scary like the dot com. I just want to look at a few companies that most are not talking about as it pertains to AI, okay? But today's video is sponsored by me for you by the top link below, Stock Up University. Learn the stock market correctly, learn it right, learn more, earn more. Invest in yourself first, then you make money more often, okay? All right, so this is what we want to talk about, AI, artificial intelligence, on today. And I want to play a short video for you of a gentleman that thinks that it is going to be massive. Now, some people would say that it could save us from the brinks of a deep recession. AI could actually pull us out.
AI is sort of the glue that puts all these things together into a technology that increases the productivity of the brain. Technologies in the past increased the brawn of productivity, lifting things, whereas this is going to supplement our ability to just think faster and come up with ideas faster and solutions
Yeah,
faster.
I mean, I think it's the real deal, right? The total addressable market for AI is going to be something like 2 to 3 trillion by the end of this decade, and annual
2 to 3 trillion, like the size, AI would be like the size of Apple.
And we've been hearing from companies all across every different sector talk about AI. I mean, I was just going through some of my industrial companies and how they talked about on the conference calls a lot of different kinds of AI, right? I mean, Ingersoll Rand and Rockwell Automation and Emerson Electric. But then I'm also looking at some of the hospitals and looking at smart healthcare. That could actually be a $200 billion total addressable market.
So there's a lot of things that are like the dot com, right? You hear about it, right? Before AI was the metaverse. Remember, about 15 months ago, everybody was talking about. I was talking about the metaverse and what's going to be the play and this and that, you know. And then before that was NFTs, and then it was the metaverse. And a lot of these things are so far off, even EVs, electric vehicles.
And of course, there's also robotics, as Ed mentioned. That's a really big part in like the industrial side, agriculture, and that sort of thing. So I think there's a lot of areas, a lot of sectors that are going to win. I think this year it has been interesting that it's been really focused on the technology companies. Almost everybody else is getting ignored. But I think over time, we will recognize that this is definitely a productivity enhancer. You need stronger compute power, more storage, and faster networking. And that's going to benefit many different industries.
So she says stronger compute power. And the reason why I'm playing this is where should we be looking? The compute power is everywhere. Yes, you're gonna need 3D chips. Yes, AMD and NVIDIA will gain from AI, artificial intelligence. So those are some of the easy plays, okay? We know about those plays, but where else can we look? We know that Microsoft, Apple, and NVIDIA are some of the AI plays, you know, and these are some of the big winners. So I'm going to go to this stock here. Okay. Now, Stocks with Josh brought this up, and he bought this stock at about $3. I believe he got it in Aprilish. Okay. And he got it at about $3. And so now, as you can see, it's 841. So he made a killing on this play. Stocks with Josh did, right? But if you look at it year to date, this monster is up 357%. Now, there will be losers and there will be winners in AI, right? And as you can see, this ticker symbol is APLD. It's called Applied Digital. Now, Josh, I want you guys to go look at his video. He gives you his suggestions on it. So now I want you guys to read these type of, gleaming reports with a grain of salt, right? And you got to be careful. But there's data in here that shines a light on possibilities, okay? Just possibilities. Remember, you have to do your own research. Applied Digital Corp has been making headlines recently here. You see here? And it talks about the CEO. Here we go. Recent purchases made, insiders have gained attention. The CEO, Wes Cummins, acquired 25,000 shares. Now, for those of you that say, hey, that's a lot, that's really not a lot for a CEO, okay? But he got his average cost at $3.50 a share, actually right there where Josh got his at. And, he purchased someone else purchased 10,000 shares, okay? And as you can see, they got it at 259, right? And so look at this. Mr. Riley says his price target was raised from $7 to $17. Okay, this represents an upside of 130%. Let me blow that up for you. So we're looking for 130% move upward on Applied Digital. Okay, and so this is just not written in stone. I'm making this video because I want you guys to look a little deeper, and not just for the Microsofts and that type of deal, the plays that are also there, or already there, that we already know about. NVIDIA, AMD, they got to make the chips and whatnot, right? So let's look at this. Here's another one, all right? There was a video that came out. There was a gentleman, I'll play a short video on it, that talked about this one here, ticker symbol DT. I'm going to play a short video, if it'll play for me right here, and we'll discuss it, okay?
They have been a leader in the bigger picture AI, and we think that provides sustainable competitive advantage. And what it really, to put it in simple terms, what Dynatrace enables organizations such as Bank of Montreal to do is to keep track of how our network and applications are performing. And there's a tremendous amount of automation built into it so that we can do it effectively, both from a performance basis and also from a cost basis. And so what Dynatrace really does is, again, leverage the bigger picture AI in terms of automating a number of IT functions. What Dynatrace can do is automatically identify where a problem is, number one. Two is give organizations help on what's the biggest problem, where's the priority. And three is remediate, which is a fancy word for saying help solve the problem. And when you have an organization that's 40,000 or 50,000 people, it tends to produce many different problems. And so we think Dynatrace.
So he goes on to talk about how they haven't really advertised and how they have been a leader in this space, and they'll be servicing other big companies, okay? And so this is ticker DT, Dynatrace, and like the gentleman was talking about. But on your own time, I want you guys to start to read these, okay? But listen, don't get fooled if everything is glowing, they're the next big and blah, 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 blah. That happens all of the time. But we also can't ignore it because we're looking for that next Tesla. We're looking for that next Apple, right? And if you really want to find that company, you want to find companies with good fundamentals. Now, she raises the question about this insane PE, and which is 132, right? And he says he really doesn't focus on that for this company. He focuses on something else, right? And I didn't want to play that video. But I want you guys to do a deep dive into both of these and at least put them on your radar, because there may be opportunities in one or if not both of these. Now, we do know that Microsoft, Apple, NVIDIA, AMD, Amazon, Tesla, all of those will be affected by AI in a positive way. It will be a boost to their economies, okay? I want you guys to tell me, what do you think about AI, artificial intelligence? I'm sorry, good people. Listen, it's going to be big whether you know it or not. It's going to take a lot of our jobs whether you know it or not. And I suggest that we get ready. I suggest that not all of our jobs, but they're talking about down the road up to a third of the jobs, right? So that's why we need to be teaching our kids about robotics, how to make and program robotics, okay? But there's going to be a lot of money to be made. So if they're going to put us out of our jobs, then let us make money off of it. So let's stay focused on what's going to be a good company. I want you guys to look at their financials, right? If they have no money, outrageous PEs. Now, these PEs are going to be high, price to earnings, because we're paying for future technology. So you're paying for forward earnings in companies like this, just like EVs. But we have to digest all of this information and make sure it's a company that's sustainable, right? And so now, even though we may have some short gains right now and some short time losses, over a period of time, if you look at Apple and Tesla, they had many years where they were bumpy and then they took off. So my point in having this short discussion on AI is for us to start looking in that direction. I just wanted to point in that direction, good people. Hey, make sure that you download the top link below, because it is Stock Up University. It is Stock Up U. It is for you. And you'll learn how to dig into these stocks, and you'll learn more about the overall stock market, okay? We'll see you later on the next one. Live, love, laugh, learn, and earn. Peace.